Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Stanwood. Moorhead police are taking part in the crackdown on distracted driving. In the first day, a busted on the bus brought in one driver for DUI and issued 22 distracted driving tickets. The driver, Kashiki Shaykh Mohammed of Fargo, was not looking at the road and swerved to avoid the bus that officers were on, and then swerved to miss traffic, stopped at a red light. Shaykh Mohammed was arrested for DWI, not having a driver's license, and careless driving. He also had an active warrant for DWI out of Hennepin County, Minnesota. His blood alcohol level was at 0.31 BAC at the time of the test at jail. The Busted on the Bus program will continue until April 17th. The Better Business Bureau is warning about the return of a classic scheme, sometimes known as the white van speaker scam. It usually involves someone approaching potential victims in public spaces, trying to sell premium home entertainment products, usually electronics, still in the box, at a deep discount. The BBB recently got a report from southern Minnesota of someone who fell for it. The scammer claimed to have overstocked home theater equipment and wanted to sell them for a tenth of the actual cost. The victim later opened the boxes and found that the speakers inside were a different version. If you need more information from the BBB, you can go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A Grand Forks man is in jail after a chase through town. 27-year-old Cody Lout was driving recklessly, swerving at other vehicles and driving on lawns and bike paths late last night. They had him stopped once, but then he took off. They caught up with him again in the downtown area after his vehicle sustained tire damage and slowed him down. Lout faces numerous traffic charges. There was no damage reported to any of the other vehicles. Some moms and dads say they're scared and uncomfortable with a level 3 sex offender in their Moorhead neighborhood. Jeremy Lundgren is living in the 1000 block of 2nd Avenue North. His record shows he previously engaged in sexual contact with a 6-year-old. Parents are especially concerned because Lundgren is living so close to the Moorhead Youth Center.
I agree in second chances and sometimes third chances, but this is so close. If you look at it, they're on the same block basically, and I don't feel, especially when the victim was so young and the kids that attend this daycare are the same age, that it's a very appropriate fit.
Minnesota lawmakers are working on stricter rules about where sex offenders can live. Right now, they have to be a certain distance from schools, but some legislators hope to also ban them from moving near parks and other places where children frequently visit. No community meeting about Lundgren is planned, but Moorhead police say you should contact them if you have questions or concerns. North Dakota health officials don't believe the Zika virus will make it here, but they're still taking precautions against the mosquitoes that carry the disease. The state health department will be testing for the signs of the 2 mosquitoes that carry Zika in early June. President Obama is set to sign a House-approved bill giving financial incentives to companies that develop treatments for the Zika virus. The development comes just days after top U.S. health officials warned the administration the virus is scarier than first thought. The president originally sought $1.9 billion to combat the growing threat, but says the measure is a small step forward. It's a beautiful spring day as we can see outside with the sun shining, but will it get any warmer? Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
Yeah, lots of sunshine out there. Did have a touch of fog over parts of the valley this morning, particularly over in northern portions of Minnesota. That has since cleared, and temperatures have already warmed into the 40s and 50s. In fact, that 54 here in Fargo, that's the warmest temperature we've seen so far this month of April. We'll continue to warm as we head through this afternoon. 54 also in Langdon, 53 in Jamestown. And winds, thankfully, after several days of breezy conditions to windy conditions, we've got some very light winds, and we'll continue with those light winds as we head through the rest of this afternoon. Just a few clouds out there. You can see the last of the fog lifting off towards the east and moving on out of here. And we'll see mostly sunny skies as we head through the day today. Overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning, can't rule out the chance for a shower or maybe even a rumble or two of thunder through the Devil's Lake Basin and portions of the Northern Valley. Underneath what few clouds we have, no precipitation, but again, that chance for just a touch of precip late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Today, getting into the mid-60s. Tomorrow, even warmer still. with a chance for a few storms. We've got more storm chances to talk about and some changeable weather as we head through the weekend, and we'll detail all that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. A passing train appears to have sparked a grass fire near Jamestown last night. It burned roughly 50 acres of land and stopped all train traffic. News Dakota reports that the Jamestown Fire Department responded to the fire near the Highway 281 bypass west of Jamestown. They called for mutual aid from the Jamestown Rural Fire Department. Stutsman County Sheriff's deputies monitored the fire through the night and into this morning. Train traffic has since resumed. No injuries are reported and no property was damaged. It's the award of a lifetime for a local first responder. Paramedic Jason Eblen was honored last night for his service in Fargo. He received the American Ambulance Association Award in Washington, D.C. It's the highest honor an emergency medical service professional can get. He accepted a full-time position with the FM ambulance service in 2001 and has held various positions there over the years. Drivers should proceed with caution before speeding a little over the limit or following another driver too closely. A new study finds minor driving infractions will hike your car insurance. According to a study by insurancequotes.com, drivers who receive a minor speeding violation, anywhere from 1 to 15 miles per hour over the legal limit, pay an average of 21% more for car insurance. Other fairly minor violations also carry high financial penalties. Following too closely or failure to signal can each raise your rates by 19%. Rates differ from state to state. Walmart is expanding its free curbside grocery pickup service. Walmart says it's expanding its grocery pickup service to 8 more cities this month, including Austin, Texas, and Charleston, South Carolina. Shoppers can choose from about 40,000 items online. After ordering them online, customers drive to the store at a designated time, and a personal shopper brings the groceries to their vehicle. Walmart now has the service in 30 cities and about 200 stores. Amazon has unveiled its latest Kindle, the Kindle Oasis. It's the e-commerce giant's thinnest and lightest Kindle yet, but it's also the most expensive at $290. Amazon is betting the new sleek frame and a cover that doubles as a rechargeable battery will attract dedicated ebook users to its 8th generation device. This will be released on April 27th. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed all day. And still to come, if you or your child is experiencing red, itchy, burning eyes, it could be a sign of infection. But next, we take a look at weather to plan your day.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.